All right, what do we come up with now?
All right. Tatro in all of his wisdom brought both.
So now we have the A version, which is a 94 and up. And it has the bigger ID in it. So this time I'm going to tear it down about here.
Okay. Let's slow down a little bit here.
Of course, now we know which one we're going to have for sure. Remember, there's two. Oh, we got a blue one now. Color coordinated. Okay, now let's see if it fits.
Keep dookie. Look at that.
Oh, look at that one. Kind of looks like it's the right one now.
Like a glove.
Okay.
Beautiful. Okay.
And Baker no longer, well, these are no longer sold by my normal sources, and now I know that could have been just, when you change a pulley, I just change the spacer out, you have to change the seal out now to make it work.
I'm sorry, would you explain again what the bevel is for?
It's for the seal.
So this has to go up? I don't understand.
Wipe this off, it's dirty. It's pussing all over the place over here. It ain't that dirty, it's just liquid. Where's your clean rag? These are all,
Clean-ish.
it just has liquid material coming out on the table here. Okay, put it up here. Put up here. That's how you're going to put stuff so it doesn't fall over. If you put it like this and balance it on that one ledge, if you breathe, it would fall over. Okay, so you do it like this, it doesn't fall over. Got that?
Got it.
Okay, see that thing over there?
Cha.
It goes right here. Like that. See that thing right there? When you put this thing over here like this, it goes down, it squeezes it right into the bearing that's right here. And it squeezes it. The taper shoves it in and jams it in hard. That's why it's a quad seal, because it hits on all the surfaces.
Okay.
Now if you went like this with it, and pushed on it, it wouldn't work very well.
Squash it.
It would squash it, but it wouldn't really seal it, because it'd just be a bunch of water junk in there when you were done.
Right.
So that's why the taper goes like this, and that seals it. And that keeps the oil from coming past the bearing. It seals up that whole area.
So that seal is gonna ride right here on this inside lip.
It seals up the spline, so nothing comes down the spline.
Okay.
This seal seals up the whole bearing surface here.
Okay.
This one here will keep the oil from coming down the spline, because it has to get past the seal to get in the center of the seal, center of the spacer. So that means oil will not come down the spline like the old 4-speed bikes did.
Okay.
That's why the guys are cutting grooves in these spacers on the 4-speed, trying to duplicate this design, but you can't do this design on the 4-speed because it's not made this way, even though the dumbasses think they can do that. The only way to really do it is you have to have an Andrews gear, or any gear. You cut a groove inside the hardened gear, and then the O-ring goes inside of that, and then this runs over the top of it, and it's flat on both sides, because the flat has to seal against here to make it work. You can't run a taper. It has to hit against the gear, because it's made different. So Andrews makes their gear that way.
Andrews comes with a cut.
If you try to put a spacer, a groove inside of your spacer here, when you tighten the thing all down, it crushes it and doesn't work. So, and then if you go up too far to get some strength, then you're into the spline, and obviously that does not seal when you're going over splines. So that's why it doesn't work on a 4-speed that way. Even though dumbasses do that and sell them for lots of money and say how great their shit is. Good for you. Dumbasses. All right, so now that we know this is the correct seal, you have an option. You can either put the gear inside of the case, or you put the seal in the case, then put the gear in the case. Which way do you want to go?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Do I have to repeat everything I do?
Yeah, so my brain was over here.
You were fiddling the part with the plastic was more important when I was saying.
I found these seals, I'm like, what?
I don't know what those are.
I don't either.
But those are some really nice looking O-rings. So, nice. Look like some of them. Okay. What are we doing?
Okay, we were talking about
Okay, I got lost. What are we doing?
pressing high gear in.
Is that what we're doing? So do you want to put the seal in the case where you got access to it? Or do you want to put the gear into the case and then put the seal down and jam it in the case with this in the way.
Seal in the case first.
You want to do it the easy way?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Now we gotta find something outside.
see this chamfer in here? The seal is very thin, so if you only go to flush, the chamfer and the seal might not be even. But in this case, if you look how the seal's made now, they got a pretty good chamfer in the seal now, so when you go flush, it's probably about equal. Because you want the seal to be on the material, not up in the air.
Right.
Originally, you were supposed to go down 50 thou below the surface, so I made a tool to do that. But the way they made the seal now, they just cut away all the material that seals, so it doesn't matter. So it has very little holding power. But they don't care because if it falls out, it doesn't bother them. So now you just have to push it in there. But first, you probably should put some oil on that bearing where you got access to it.
Okay. What are we gonna push on that?
Unless you got some access from the other side, which you might not. Yeah, we have some access from the other side. So where's your assembly lube? You got that nice, thick, red stuff that is not what I use. It looks the part, but it's not. So just put a nice, even groove all the way in. Half of that would be fine. Keep going. Faster, faster, faster. Okay, okay. Stop. You're doubling up. Why did you make a big mess like that across the whole case? You could have stopped and did a lot better job instead of being like that and make a big mess. Not to mention you got it all the way across the seal and over there, which you didn't clean yet. And now your dirty rag, you got blood on your rag now. It's good. Wipe the case off. It's got oil. We cleaned that case really nice. Did that stain the black?
Listen, once the Tribodyne gets in here,
It'll be blue.
you don't mean no red.
Okay, rotate the bearing and lubricate it. Is the thicker oil working its way in already? Can you feel it in there already?
Yeah.
Okay, it's done. Okay. It's easy to do it right now. Put a little oil right in the seal area. A couple drops, that's all you need. That's some real nasty stringy shit. Why are you making a seal lubricated so it falls off?
You just asked me to put it on the outside, did you or did you not?
I told you to put on a seal, lubricate it. This thing called a seal wear area. Be nice if it wasn't dry. The part that is now wet, that's not ever going to come off with that rag. You have to go put it in solvent and clean it to get the oil off. If the rubber sticks to the case, you have to put the oil on the seal lip here. You lubricate the lip right now, it's easy. And then you can push in the case. If you put the seal in the case and then try to put the oil on the lip, sometimes it gets a little tight. It's easy to do it beforehand, not after. They're going to be our solvent rag.
Yep.
We put on the front cylinder head, not the rear.
Okay.
The rear one's the clean rag, the front one is the dirty rag.
Okay.
Or the cleaning rag, Okay, put it up there. Now wipe off that crap. Clean rag. Get another clean rag. We got two clean rags.
Grease all over that one now, you know?
Look at that lint coming off that thing. Okay, so now we got the rubber texture on the outside again, so it might stick.
Okay, so inside wiper. Got it.
Lubricate the seal.
Everybody's at home right now like,
They would never do that.
fucking dumbass.
One trick on lubricating the seal, put the first heavy drop here, and then go 180 to the other side and do it again. And then you skip having to have 15 gobs of goo in there now. You got too much in there. Don't worry about the inside of the seal. We only care about the outside. Okay, put it on the case before you get all dirty.
Wiped it on my clean rag.
I know your dirty rag's in your pocket behind you and wipe your dirty finger off. Put the seal down here before you screw it up some more. Okay, get that thing in there. So you got oil pouring off the side of it. Okay, now we got to push this in there somehow. So you got a pressing tool, big ass one. What happened to that kit that used to be there that I told you to leave here?
What?
What happened to the kit that I told you to leave here? What happened to it? No, the pushing block kit.
It's right here.
Oh, it's on the waiting to be tripped on.
Just
Okay.
turn it that way.
It wasn't in my way. Get oil right here. You just put oil on top of your tool. This is your hammer, not my hammer. Oil right there, see? Okay. There's that dirty rug in your back pocket. There you go. Good job.
There's tons of oil right there.
Oh my God, what happened? Damn, it's bleeding. What happened over there?
Down to the ground.
Somebody over lubricated their bearing. Okay. Well, we got a major problem over there.
Major mess here. Okay.
Okay, what's the biggest thing you got?
This. Obviously.
That's not very big.
that.
Okay, we'll make it work.
Think about what else I'm gonna use.
We're gonna make it work. Yeah, you gonna make it work? We're gonna make it work. Where you going? It's got oil on it. You know why it's got oil on this? Because someone put too much oil on the seal. I got blood on my thing out here. Okay. So if you take your hammer, your soft one, sounds like it's down all the way to me.
Like it.
Is it down all the way? Ooh, smooth. What are you doing? We're not done with that. Why don't you leave it up there? We're going to be right back into that again. I don't know why you keep putting it there. I got plenty of room to work here. Okay, now you got to make sure the seal doesn't have a lip in the case. Now, one trick you can do, if you want to make the seal go below the surface, is you hold the hammer at an angle and beat it at an angle like that, concave shape, and it'll push the seal a little bit further. A little bit deeper.
Beautiful.
Put your finger in there. So that's a trick. See, now the seal is below the surface, and you can see the snap bring the groove right there. And I still got a groove in the seal, so now they're about equal. That's one of the tricks. The problem is actually take the seal and make it concave shape too, because the seal bends in a little bit. But that's okay. Now you want to make sure that still fits in there, see? Looks like it might work. He's got lube on it now. That's dirty.
We'll clean it.
Don't forget to put this in there before you're done. Okay, now, what's next?
High gear needs to go in?
We could clean the case, the table up with all the glue, all that stuff all over it.
You do that.
I would take this and flip it over so the glue goes in the seal area now instead of in the other way around.
Okay.
So flip the case. There we go. Now before we go much further, we are going to have to lubricate this bearing.
Okay.
We can see how it's got lots of drip area going through. And then we got to lubricate this too when we put that in. But not right this minute. Okay, that's in a good spot. What's this thing?
High gear.
High gear. What's in the middle of that?
A seal.
Yeah, and two
And a
bearings.
bearing,
And
yep.
two bearings. Now, did you feel the bearings yet? See how bad they were yet? Or you just going to go with it?
This one don't feel as nice as the other one.
Mm.
Is it runnable? Probably.
Well, I don't have any, so if we don't want them, we're going to have to go get some new ones tomorrow, if they even have them. You probably don't have this dog.
It's not bad, man.
They don't usually fail, so. But when we're looking at this thing here, you can see how it's really rough right here.
Yep.
Oh, that's not where it wears though. It wears over. That's where the seal race was at. The shaft's not showing any evidence of wear, so
This one's definitely not perfect, but
yeah. It's the one that gets worked the hardest.
I wouldn't be afraid to run this.
Well, we're gonna have to, so unless we got something else around.
Huh?
Okay, we're gonna get that seal out of
See,
there.
what I'm thinking is we're just gonna run this. This is
We're just
great.
gonna run it?
This is great.
The way it is?
No, this is just
Perfect.
great.
Okay. All right. Where's that tool you had before that you got the seal outs with? How you can get that seal out of there?
I'll be honest with you. It's gonna take some abracadabra shit to get I don't know.
Black handle tool over there will work. The big one. Not super big. It's the big one in front of you.
This good?
That's not a black handle tool.
Okay.
That's not the big one. You were close. You almost touched it. You probably did touch the one you wanted to get.
This one? No, that can't be good. Aha!
The one that
It's not a
you,
black handle tool.
the one you just touched. Okay, put that under the seal and yank on that sucker. Not under the bearing, under the seal. Oh, that's no. We'll have to throw that one away now.
That so I can at least see what I'm getting on, I guess.
Okay, so now if you were trying to take that out when the bike was together, do you think you'd have a problem? Because you already destroyed the seal and you got really good access.
Am I going under this lip here? Right there, right?
If you want to fuck the bearing up, that's where you go to. If you
Okay.
want to get the seal out, I would recommend
wanna-
getting under the seal.
Try to grab this.
Yes, that's
Right
the seal. And the seal's out. See, that's a bearing. If you screw up the bearing, we're going to have to replace the bearing.
Okay.
Okay, now where's that arrows thing that you didn't want to use earlier? I would take that and blow it out really, really good.
Okay.
Now take that stuff that's laying over here, I would throw it away. I like how you threw that dirty, filthy seal on top of the brand new one. That was pretty good. I like that. That was nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, go blow that thing out real good.
You want a solvent dip or no?
No, I want to blow it off. It's right there, air nozzle.